another edition of That's the Buzz Sports. I'm your co-host, Noah Devenport, here with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Zachary Grigg. Yes, sir. The boy.
uh,
Yeah, I mean, let's get right into it. Firstly, Zach, how the hell was your night last night? You make some wins, you make some picks or what?
had some pretty decent units. Our friends in Minnesota did not do me any favors,
The fucking
but
Timberwolves, man. Hey,
Carl Anthony
Carl
Towns
Anthony
made a
Towns.
great shot though.
Hey, what was that? 40 footer, 40 footer from half court
40
looking like
footer.
Steph. Bank shot. I hope he called bank, man. If he called bank, I'm with it. It got me excited though.
And I don't know. Those big boys don't normally call out a bank on those
Yeah,
shots. They're
they
just
don't know
lucky
where the
that they
ball.
hit the backboard.
I know. He got it done though. I don't know. I thought they were gonna edge it out in OT, but it is what it is. Still got that Bears cover. Turn me up with that one. Can't complain.
Yeah, yeah. The Steelers' best players, are the referees, right?
Bro, yeah, first of all, let's talk about that real quick. Like, first of all, the ref's standing right there, right? I don't know if it was a linebacker, special teams guy from the Bears. He's just running back after taunting a little bit, you know what I mean? And the referee
Right.
just backs up right into him, flag. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, it was a pretty bogus call. I will admit. I think everybody can come together, and Steelers fans even be like that.
Yeah,
That was a bogus call.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that's sports. It's kind of how it goes.
I don't know. Justin Fields, are we seeing a little baby goat action there? Little Justin Fields baby goat?
If he could start games the way he finishes games, then we'd be talking
Yeah,
about rookie of the year type stuff. But until he starts a game good, I don't know. It's
yeah,
a little tough.
yeah. I get you. I get you. Well, I mean, let's jump right into it, man. I'm glad you had a good day yesterday on the slate. Not, I did not have the best day myself, but let's jump into it. Hopefully, we can back that up today. I mean, let's talk about one game I'm really excited about. Let's talk about the Wizards and Cavs first for that NBA slate. On Wednesday, but I mean, I'm super excited to see it. Wizards, like we spoke about, 5-0 against the spread. The last Cavs cover the spread like crazy. I don't know. Only thing that worries me is injuries on both sides. Cavs are struggling with the injuries more than the Wizards for sure. But I mean, what do you think on against those lines?
Yeah, I share kind of the same concerns with you. With the Cleveland Cavaliers being 5-0 in their last games covering the spread, you kind of want to take that type of action. But the day and age in sports we live in now, with COVID and everything, with people going out on injuries and being put in quarantine on a dime, just with the injuries that the Cavs have, I just don't see. I would personally take the Wizards at -4.5. I think that when these two teams meet up, Washington always has Cleveland's number, and with those injuries, I think you can justify the 4.5 points.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. I don't know. I would say I'm on the same line, 4.5. I mean, maybe by the points get it to 3. I don't know. I really like the over under. I like the under on this one. I don't know. I think just with the injuries, it's not going to be very high scoring. It's going to be more of a defensive
Yeah,
battle and who can just outlast each other.
yeah. I mean, the Wizards can put up points, but the Cavs without the players that they're going to be missing, I just it leaves a question who's going to be scoring the ball
Yep,
for them.
yep. No, I
So.
agree. I agree completely. I don't know. It'll be an interesting matchup. I'm excited to see another game. I'm excited to see is Celtics Raptors. I think that one's going to be a nasty one, man. I don't know. Me personally, just looking at it, straight hard money. I think +3 with the Raptors is the play to go. But I'm a big Raptors guy. That man, Scotty Barnes, Fred VanVleet, they're taking over there. The record definitely does not show it, but they're not doing too shabby.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, this Boston team has just really struggled to find their rhythm. They're very hit or miss. If Jason Tatum doesn't have uh, 30 points, it seems like they're not competing to win games. They play a lot of small ball, and with Jaylen Brown being out, I'm with you there. I like the +3 for the Raptors. I think they're honestly given a little bit too much. I think that the line should be a little bit closer.
Yeah.
For me, though, like the bet for me for this game would be I'm taking the over at 210.5 for this
Oh,
game. I'm hammering that. That's probably like my top play
yeah.
for the day would be taking the over at 210.5 for this game. I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna easily hit that total.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I agree. I think I don't know. The only way I'm worried about is the Raptors. I don't know. They definitely struggle offensively sometimes. But I mean, I do agree. Both teams offensively are pretty close to the same. I think it just comes down to a few different players, and I mean, who knows? Let's see Jason Tatum pull out a little 30-piece, 40-piece, and maybe they get a little closer. Who knows? But I mean, something like that. We'll definitely be able to see there.
Right. Well, let's move over to the Milwaukee Bucks game, the New York Knicks game tomorrow. This New York Knicks team is it's just fun to watch, is it not? Like you're watching a bunch of guys that you're like, how is this working? Like the chemistry's there. Julius Randle, I know he played very well last season, won most improved player,
Yep.
but it's just like this was not a Julius Randle that we saw in New Orleans. This wasn't a Julius Randle that we even saw in Los Angeles. So, the Knicks are just fun. They're just fun to watch.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree. I think the reason they're so fun to watch is because they've been terrible in the past. I mean,
That is true.
it's definitely too early to tell if they're going to be good. But
we're gonna have to get you on the hot takes for that one on the Side Talk NYC. Bing bong. It's too early to tell if they're good. Bing bong.
I don't know. I personally don't buy into the hype yet. I do think Julius Randle and company have put together. I'm big on Emmanuel quickly over there. I think he's a showstopper. I think he's a role player over there that just if he plays his role right, they get a lot of wins. For me personally, I'm taking Milwaukee at +1.5. Given their injury struggles and given things like that, I think they still cover. And if not outright win. Me personally, I could even see myself taking money line with this Bucks one, but I don't know. I think they're too strong of a team that I don't know. Knicks aren't going to beat them twice in a row. I just don't see it.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but I am buying the hype. I have bought the New York Knicks stock, and barring an injury, I'm riding this one out. I think this Knicks team is good. I think they got a good rhythm going. They just came out of, I just think that they've been so bad for so long. They've got the stadium full every night. I'm taking the Knicks. I'm not taking the spread. I'm taking the Knicks money line.
Yeah.
Go Knicks.
I do hope the best for you. I mean, I don't know. Listen, Madison Square Garden, you're right. It is a crazy arena. I mean, it gets going. It gets active. It gets busy. I don't know. I think the Bucks on Wednesday are just going to come and spoil their dreams. I
mean, they are reigning NBA champions. It's not like the Bucks is a scrub team.
Here's the thing you have to understand, Zach, is at the end of the day, Knicks fans got to remember that they're the Knicks. And it's going to be like that for quite some time. And I'm sorry to say it. I'll be the bearer of bad news. I will. The Knicks, trash, absolute trash.
Whoa.
Absolute trash. 7-4. That's wonderful. I don't care. At the end of the day, what's going to happen? If they make the playoffs, they'll be out the first round, second round, make no traction. It's just like the Jazz. You know what I mean? We'll see the Jazz go 10-0 to start the season, and what's going to happen, Zach? You know what I mean? And it hits home on that one because I love my beloved Utah Jazz, but it's true. You know what I mean?
Well, you're telling me you're gonna take the Milwaukee squad with no Brook Lopez, no Middleton, and no DiVincenzo, and still taking that team. Whereas the Knicks are pretty much coming in healthy. The only question mark is Nerlens Noel. And he's a bench / role player. He sticks to his role, but you're not missing any starters there. Chris Middleton's your number 2 guy.
To answer your question, Zach, yes, I am gonna take the Bucks, and I'll tell you why. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's nasty, man, and he just doesn't get credit. First of all, you got a man that size, that stature, reigning MVP, reigning NBA Finals MVP, reigning NBA champion. You're just not stopping him. Who's going to stop him? Julius Randle? Because he's not. He's going to get his triple double. He's going to be the playmaker. all the attention's going to be to him in the paint. They're going to kick out for threes, and they're going to rain threes. They're going to shoot 60% from the three, and they're going to get it done.
Yeah, nobody's going to stop Giannis, but at the same time, at the end of the day, can Giannis score enough points to keep them in this game? Because New York can score at will.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. I mean, time will tell. I think where the spread's at.
I think me and you should do a little bet against each other here. We should put something up against each other because we're both not convincing the other that it's going the other way. So we should just see. We now gonna have an audience to be able to witness this. So
I agree. Let's put a unit on it. I'll take
okay.
Bucks money line. You take Knicks money line, man. We'll pay out each other.
Deal. I like that.
Bucks underdog. I like that. I don't think Bucks should ever be the underdog, but I do enjoy that. I mean, let's move on from that. Let's go over to the Bulls Mavs game. I know you love this game. I love this game.
I do love this game.
I mean, just going right into it. I think it's one of those where let me throw a couple units on it and let me get a couple units back for sure. Fire pick.
Definitely.
The Bulls at home this year been absolutely nasty. 7-3 against the spread this year. I like the spread -4. I don't think it's too crazy. I don't think it's too low. -4 is just right in the wheelhouse, and I think the Bulls get it done. DeMar DeRozan averaging 26 points per game this year. I don't know. I think the Bulls are exciting, and especially at home with the crowd. You know what I mean? The Chicago Bulls arena is finally filling up a little bit, back to the Derrick Rose days, and I don't know. I just think they get it done, man.
Yeah, I really like this game. I like this game for another reason than most people. I know that most people really are riding high on the Bulls. It's good to see these teams that have been bad for as long as they have be good this season, including the Bulls. My bet on this game that I'm super excited for is the under. The Mavericks games are always hitting the under. 10 of the last 14 Dallas games, all the under. A lot of people try to buy in on that Dallas squad scoring a lot of points. The Bulls score a lot of points. To me, it feels like a trap. I'm hammering the under with at least 2 units on it. And this is one of those that I would consider. Everybody hates somebody goes around saying it's a lock, but the under for this game is a lock for me.
That's an interesting take. I like that, though. I do. I mean, shit. At the end of the day, you don't convince me very well, but you convinced me right there. I might have to throw a little parlay on that over under and hit that under.
I mean,
I do like that.
212.5.
Yeah.
I think that both of these teams can score at will, but yeah. I think that this Dallas Mavericks squad, 3-7 against the spread, 10 of the last 12 games have been the under. I'm taking the under. I'm going to ride it. When it keeps going black, you just got to take black,
You know that all too well. You do. You know
that. Keep me out of the casino.
No, I do like that pick. I like that pick. Under and me Bulls -4. Might parlay that, honestly. Might get a little 2. I like that.
I do like that.
That's interesting. Yeah, let's move on. Last game that really stands out, I guess, would be Hornets Grizzlies. That's an interesting one to me. I don't know. The Hornets scare me.
Charlotte is 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games. I'll leave it at that.
No. That's the thing. You don't have to leave it at that, okay? Now, I get it. We just talked about when it's black, you go black. This might be one of those times it hits green, Zach. It might hit green here. I don't know. 3-7 against the spread in their last 10. I don't know. I don't see it being 3-8. I don't.
Yeah, I think 5 points is generous. This Hornets team on paper is better than the Memphis Grizzlies team on paper. When you sit down and compare rosters, I think +5 is extremely generous. My biggest thing is they're putting the total at 228, which means nobody's playing any defense, and who's going to be able to score more?
Yeah.
And when you need a bucket, Ja Morant's that man. He's that man.
He is the guy.
So, if it's a close game, I give it to Memphis. I think for the Hornets to be able to win, they've got to get a lead and they got to be able to hold it out. And we saw Minnesota do that a couple nights ago. They got a lead and Memphis clawed their way back in and got the dub. For the Hornets to win this game, they got to get an early lead and they got to hold that early lead, and they just got to wear Memphis out to a point where they run out of time to be able to come back to the game. So I think I'd have to agree. I think Charlotte Hornets +5. I'd like to take it. It's, if I was to give it a grade on my confidence in this bet, it would be a C minus.
Not with the confidence, Zach. Listen, man. At the end of the day, you just got to go with it, man. It's not about confidence. Let's get this straight. Confidence always at an A plus, all time high. Never a doubt.
Never a doubt.
Right?
Never a doubt.
I mean, looking at the over under at 228, it is high, but I would take the over. I would, and I probably will. I might put a unit on the over.
It's hit the over for Charlotte games. The last 5 games have hit the over and have hit the over comfortably. So
yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is a little high, but I definitely could see. I mean, with the +5 spread too, I could see it being one of those overtime games.
Really?
Hitting overtime, getting a little. I don't know. I mean, we saw yesterday the Grizzlies struggled with the Timberwolves. It's an ugly sight to see, just with the Timberwolves. We had some units on that. They had an 8-point lead, 3 minutes left, and screwed the pooch. Disgusting.
They were up 16. They were up 16 at one point.
It was ugly for sure. But I mean, bounce back to this. I mean, I think obviously the Hornets are a much better team than Timberwolves. They're going to give them some problems. It's going to be a close game. Timberwolves. I mean, last 5 games they've came out really slow. Haven't came out extremely aggressive. And God knows they have not played defense very well at all. But yeah, I mean, if they can come out strong and stay strong and keep the lead, I think it'll be a very high scoring game and one of those that we could definitely see going into OT, getting some extra innings.
Yeah, definitely. We will have to see.